Hey, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I always sing when I'm excited. And I'm excited because it's Thursday. Good morning, good morning. Please let me know as you come in. We will get started in just 1 second. You notice my background's a little different this morning. I'm inside of my office here. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Rhonda. Good morning, Bridget. Hey, Sissy. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for joining me. We are going to get started in just a second. Just want to make sure that my notes are ready. I appreciate you guys joining me this morning for a few moments. And I appreciate the hearts. And I would love for you to share this video with your followers as well. And good morning, Kia. Like I said, I'm trying to switch it up. I'm inside my office. It's not quite, I'm doing a little bow wow challenge on y'all because it's not quite where it should be in my office yet, but we're getting there. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started. Good morning. Happy Thursday. And it is Thursday, so you know what it is. It is tea time, and I'm very, very excited that you are choosing to spend this time with me. If you are not familiar with tea time and this is your first time watching, I am Nisha J, and this is tea time. And during tea time, what I do is I spill the tea on any business, anything going on in my personal life journey, and hopefully you can catch some of that tea that will help to inspire you to either get you through your week or whatever it is that your personal journey is. So we are going to jump right in. Good morning, everybody, as you are coming in this morning. Well, before we get started with what we're talking about, I do want to let you know that I am drinking tea this morning. It doesn't have one of our fancy tags on it that tells us inspiration, but it smells amazing. This is actually honey vanilla chamomile tea, and it's Celestial Seasons. Hopefully that's not a seasoning, but celestial tea, celestial tea. So hopefully I'm saying it right, but it wasn't an expensive tea, but they usually have really, really good flavors. So again, this is a honey vanilla chamomile. So hopefully I'm not too tired to do the rest of my agenda today afterwards, after drinking it. But I'm excited. It smells good. This is my first time having it. So again, it's a honey vanilla flavor, and it just kind of came in a variety pack that smelled amazing. So I'm excited to drink it as we jump right in. So today we're going to be talking about cereal, but no milk. And so how that came to me was this. If you've talked to me personally this week, and good morning to everybody coming in. If you talked to me personally this week, after last week, it's just been a challenging week. Or as Les Brown would say, it's been a character building week. And so I receive it as such. But what I had to think about was this. A lot of times we go through, and I touched on it a little bit about staying in situations too long, but a lot of times we enter into situations, we enter into life, and we have everything to make our passions, our dreams, everything come true, but we're missing something, and we don't really know what it is. And I use that phrase because most people have seen Friday, and there is a hilarious scene where the two characters are having a dialogue, and Ice Cube's character is being told, you always have two things that, you never have anything that matches. You know, you'll have one half that's great, but then you don't have the other half that sticks. And one of the things was cereal with no milk, but you have no milk. And I think we've all been in those types of situations in life where you have part of it that's really amazing, and the other half just does not add up. And you're trying to figure out what it is that you do with this other half because it doesn't add up. And we end up in these situations with the best intentions, I believe, for the most part. But then we realize halfway in, sometimes 90% in, to completion of a situation that we've been missing something the entire time. We may have known what it was. We may not have known what it was. But there's definitely something missing. And to where it just didn't connect. The people didn't connect, or money wasn't right, or the time wasn't right. Just something didn't match up. Sometimes we can't even put our finger on it. We don't know what it is. We just feel off. And so that's the milk. You have the drive, you have the passion, you have the desire, you have the know-how, you got the meat and potatoes of it, you have the bulk of it, the passion for it. But it's just something, that one little piece that you can't get right. So what do? Do you just keep going? Do you hope that it works? What it is that you do? So for me personally, I have, as I'm growing, and you know that this is a part of a journey for me, as I'm growing, I've just said, you quit trying to make puzzle pieces fit in spots that they don't match. We've all at some point in our life have done some type of jigsaw puzzle. And you know that the pieces are supposed to line up in order to complete the picture. And a lot of times we get in situations, we get in life, be it job, be it relationship, be it friendships, be it, even children sometime, I believe. We get into situations, conversations, life happenings, and the piece doesn't fit, but we want to make it work. We know that this is a square that we're trying to fit into a circle space, but we feel like if we shave some of the edges off, if we get it to where it's kind of circular, doesn't have to be a circle, then we can at least get it in there. But the problem is it still isn't the correct piece. The stuff is still not going to line up. So whatever blessing you were supposed to get, whatever blessing the other person was supposed to get, it's still not going to work because you have an incorrect piece in a place that it's not supposed to be. And so for me personally, I have just made a declaration that if something doesn't work, if a piece doesn't fit, then I'm not supposed to continue to try to force it into that space. And then also, I just kind of feel like, for me, that it begins to be a waste of energy. And nobody has energy to waste. I was saying this morning that I was so drained just from work and daily activities and stuff like that. And just from conversations. You ever realize how conversations drain you? And I think we talked about that before, how they're just energy drainers in conversations where you can physically be tired and you physically need to lay down. When you're trying to force something into a space that doesn't work, a lot of times you'll feel that. When you are trying to do something that's against what it is that your body is telling you. This week, I had horrible sleep. This week, I woke up with my neck all twisted and, stuff like that, just from thought. When you're trying to force things into spaces that they don't match, put puzzles into places where they shouldn't be, you will find that your body will tell you, even if you're not listening to your mind. And so we have to stop allowing ourselves to force situations that shouldn't be, force conversations that shouldn't be, force people into our lives that shouldn't be. We got a lot of people in our lives, friends, lovers, co-workers, sometimes family, unfortunately, that are in a puzzle that shouldn't be. It's not healthy for the picture that you're trying to create. And so that was kind of my lesson for today, or for this week, that if the puzzle doesn't fit, then I can't do it. Or if the pieces doesn't fit into that puzzle, then I can't do it. And so, with even that being said, you figure out that your vision for what it is that you have going on then gets distorted by something else. And it was something my dad said to me like a while ago. Anytime you have like a situation where you're at odds, sometimes even with yourself, but when you're at odds with another person, it doesn't have to be anything huge, it doesn't have to be anything big, but anytime you are in a situation where two minds don't agree, most of the time, somebody's going to walk away unhappy. If you are on a journey towards your happiness like I am, you're on a journey towards your completion like I am, and I'm sure a ton of you are, then if somebody has to leave away unhappy, shouldn't be you. If there's a situation where you, which we generally all are in control of our own happiness when we are aware of it. We're in control of our own happiness, and we have control over the energy that we bring to ourselves. You should never walk away feeling like you've given more than you need to. You should never walk away from anything feeling exhausted or feeling like this was an unfair situation for you when you were the dictator of the situation. So for me, and this is what I just wanted to share with you guys this morning, that if you find yourselves in situations like that, and we all do from time to time, the best thing to do is to fall back and evaluate. And then you have two options. You can either reboot or release, reboot or release. And at the end of the day, it really just depends upon what it is that's best to make sure that you have both your cereal and your milk, because that's a complete meal. But when you have one or the other, you're still lacking. So that is it for today. I appreciate you guys tuning in every week. Hey, Raven. Hey, T. Raven, you can watch the replay. It'll be up in a few minutes. Also, just a really quick announcement. I have been creating this week a list of affirmations. Some of that are my favorite affirmations for different things, be it time, be it money, some of my favorite money affirmations, and definitely some of my favorite I ams. So I was hoping that it would be done before I was able to broadcast, but unfortunately it wasn't. So if it is something that you would like, I'm going to have a download that you can download. So just watch, just type in me. Type in the word me that you want a copy of some of the affirmations, and I will get the link to you so that you can get it downloaded and all of that. So again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in every single week. I appreciate it. Please make sure that you share these videos. And until next time, hopefully you caught some tea that you will be able to use throughout your life journey. And I will see you next Thursday.